Just a quick video to address some things from other videos. So one that definitely hindered me, I didn't think would, was that when your legs are straight down, these are right in your line of fire, and I think it's because the rubber, they grab on your foot, they grab on your leg and get caught. Another thing is I have my cover on the back like that, and there's no decent front hook, so I've just hooked it back round on itself. So I'm just trying to unhook it one end and show you where I had it. So on a brand new thing, I managed to get it through there, which ain't the nicest, and every time you undo it, it falls out, which gets right in the nerves. The back's fine, so the back goes on the underside of there, on one of the hookers, because obviously your back box is using the whole back plate. Another one is the back disc. So I come along, I've got loads of different locks. I have 3 locks on my bike. Front's no problem at all, but on the rear, see, there was no access through the disc at all, but there is access through the whole wheel. Obviously it has to be aligned nice to the bottom, and specifically this lock, which I think is the 14mm, the 16mm is way too fat. You can go right through the wheel and back out. But say, for anyone that don't like finicky things, that's going to annoy you. I think I'm doing that twice every day minimum, going to work, and it don't bother me. I don't know if this will come out because of the alignment of the camera, I'll just do my best, but I get my chunky lock. Because we've got hand grips, it ruins the ability to put grip locks on, so I'll just show you that. So I have my great big lock through the brake. You adjust the brake for it to be perfect amount of pressure, because these brakes are brand new, they're quite stiff, and I say that's a monster on there. So 2 locks, that one, alarm, immobiliser, you name it. From a pretty perspective, while we're standing around, right, we'll address the second gear. So some videos said the second gear is a bit grabby, and what happens is, if you're not used to the V-twin, is the engine braking is massive. So I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. If you're gentle on the brakes, you'll hardly use the brakes because you'll be so used to feathering on the engine braking. And just for instance, if it's on tick over in the morning on choke and I'm in third, I'll totally get caught out where it pulls me on. I'm expecting to slow down and it keeps on going rather than the lovely engine brake. So anyway, to address second gear, what happens is, and I'll do this again with it running, but it'd be harder to commentate to, if you're in first, it's even more exaggerated. So the problem is with second gear, it's the perfect rev range for getting going. You'll just be on the getting going revs, and you've got massive engine braking, and the throttle feels bitey because of it. Because every time you come off the throttle, it knocks you, the engine brake, you know, shoves you forward. Once you hit third, you'll be at a similar speed. Suddenly you've got this give in the engine. Now, if you try and do it in first, which I will do when it's running, the engine braking is horrendous. So it's even more grabby than second in a sense. So second isn't grabby, it's just you're exactly in a performance position at the speed you're going to be doing when you're using second gear. It's going to seem bitey because of where you are in the rev range and what it is you're trying to do at that point. The ABS in there, nice shot of that. So we'll just do some style shots while we were discussing that. So the upshot of that is the second gear isn't grabby at all. It's just the rev range you're in. As I say, I'll try and do this better when I'm riding it and give you a good impression. That's it for now.